Thanks for the introduction. Uh, let's talk about, to start with, Biryani by Kilo. After so many years of experience working in the F&B industry, uh, in 2015, I and Mr. Kaushik, we thought of doing something which would be different, and that too in a food which was there in the market since so many years and so many ages, and we wanted to develop it in a way so that it will be taken forward for maybe next another hundred of years and as a big brand. So we thought of doing it, but we also thought of doing it differently. So that was a thought process that we have in our mind. So now we adapted this, food biryani. Now biryani being, it's a food in itself where you have all the things in one meal, right? And we want to be very traditional, but yet we want to be, modernized in terms of use of technologies and use of processes and systems. So we started this, and we started the first outlet at Gurgaon, which was in 2015. Now when we started this brand, the USP that we had in mind was we will cook biryani individually for each customer on order. Now it sounded very different and very challenging to a lot of people from the F&B industry. We said it is not a great idea to do. It will take time. Customer will not accept it. But somehow the denial of those people towards the concept gave us a confidence of doing it. So the first outlet that we launched was in around June end 2015. I'll tell you, so we used to take orders a day in advance. So which is again, people would have not heard in the F&B industry why you used to take day in advance. So the first article that we gave in the newspaper was why we used to take a order one day in advance, and we wrote about it and we communicated. We wanted to make it fresh. We have seen a lot of food wastages which is happening in the industry. We want to control that. So that was our communication which went through the newspaper and all. So in July 2015 we did X amount of sale, and after certain marketing effort and communicating with the customer, the sales for the first outlet doubled in the second month. So that was a lot encouraging for us. So we started this. Now we had to grow this brand further. The challenge with us was how do you standardize, how do you excel across multiple stores going further. So these challenges were there, and the topmost challenge was the USP of Biryani By Kilo was to make biryani in handis, right? And I'll tell you a bit of process that we do is we make biryani on order from a raw stage for individually each customer, and it goes to the customer in the same handi. So I'll be a bit technical in that, and says the handi took us roughly 2 months to develop one handi, right? And that was the most challenging rather than developing a biryani also. So we excelled that, and we went to potters in the villages and small townships, and where we used to sit down with them. In fact, there are days we work overnight with them to develop handis for the next day trial also. Right, so it was a challenging part. Then we went down to gather people from the industry and team, right? Build up a small team at a very important levels which is required to control the F&B total environment. So people like people from marketing, people from controls, people who can control the quality part of it. So those small teams we made in start. Now when we started growing further, there are a lot of also challenges which came on. But one thing was very sure, from day one we were clear that we had very much confidence on the product that we developed in 2.5-3 months. So that is what thing we were very confident on. We knew that it will take time for us to develop, to grow further. So in the initial 2 years we did not scale much. We spent a lot of time and energy and funds which we had very less at that time. So to standardize a lot of things at a level which was required for a startup organization, and we did it. And like the masalas, like the handis, like the technology, for a small brand like us, I'd like to tell you, from day one we had our in-house call center, and we still have that in-house call center because We were, I think, the first cloud kitchens in India, which India could have seen. And the cloud kitchen was not by choice, it was by force, because we did not have funds to start a business. So it was not by choice. So it was by force. We had a very limited fund. We knew what we wanted to do, but we didn't have funds. So we thought of, let's do something with a great product and a great marketing and technology and customer service. And that was the main motto we did it. So we started growing, then a lot of challenges came in, then COVID came into place, right? COVID was like a disruption, and a lot of closures in F&B brands has happened, which is sad also. But after a certain time when COVID got stable, we actually used that time to expand a lot. Now, we used that time, we used that team and energy within the organization that we had. We used that funds, and we actually explored that time. And you will not believe, in COVID, in the first COVID wave, we actually, after 4-5 months of COVID, when it settled down a bit, we actually started signing multiple locations in during those times. Because acquisition at certain rate, was very easy. Signing up properties, getting a good rentals, and those was very easy for us at that time, and we actually expanded very fast at that time. So then the expansion happened. We raised a lot of funds from the market, from the PE. As of now, we would be opening 100 stores coming month. Now we are a set of good team at the corporate level, nice processes, nice defined structures in the organization, right, which has been the core strength of the organization has been still the product and the people who are running our show. So when I say people, it is right from the people who are working at the outlet level or at the corporate. So we also believed in a lot of efforts in retaining people, because we value the people who are working towards the brand. We value their contribution that they have given from day one. So almost a lot of people in the organization that we have been from since the first year of the startup. Now, as of now, we run around 94-95 stores, and in a going year we are also planning to acquire a couple of brands in India. Our run rate is roughly around 250 crores, and we are going further. So that's it about Biryani By Kilo. I'll tell you the entrepreneurship, that learning that I have. I like to share. So I have seen a lot of failures in my career. So the day I started in 2000, after my hotel management, the second year I started my business, I failed. In 2006 I started another business, I failed. 2012 I started another business, investing into somebody else, F&B brand, I failed drastically. So these failures have been a learning a lot. What I understood of being an entrepreneur is something you have to take decisions. Right? Decision taking is very important, and a fearless decision taking is very important. So that is what we have been doing. We also have done mistakes being entrepreneur, but we have learned it. Our people, our team members in the organization have also done mistakes, but we don't reprimand them for that. We actually tell them, okay, we have done it, let's not repeat it further. So the business, like a lot of people are here, so the business that, or ethics that we follow is, in our organization, is people, product. Rest all will follow through. So this is what is the philosophy of Biryani By Kilo and the growth which is happening with us. And by next year, we should be around 200 plus stores in India and abroad. That's it. Thank you.